Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to be giving you my first impressions on the Windwalker monk in PvP. Now, a lot of people are jumping to really rash conclusions and just thinking very narrow-mindedly about this, just going, monks suck, Windwalker's bad, worst spec of map. It's the worst. And a lot of people aren't really thinking it through. So today I want to talk about that, give my first impressions on the class in general and the Windwalker. Overall, I like it. It's different. That's the main reason I decided to reroll from the reroll to the monk from the feral druid, is because it's really different. There's no class like the monk in World of Warcraft. Nothing really close. The way you do damage is you have energy, and you use that energy to do attacks that give you chi, and then you use that chi to do more damage. So basically, use energy to get chi. This is a lag spike right here. Use energy to get chi, and then your chi does damage. So you can still get energy starved, and you still need energy to do damage, but you don't do your damage directly with energy. And it's like reverse, it's like combo points for rogues, but you need, imagine if you're a rogue, but you need combo points for every single one of your attacks. That's the way it works, and you can have up to 5 chi if you have a talent, and 4 normally. So yeah, that's how that works. I don't want to explain the class too much on that particular area of the class, but yeah, so it's different. There's a little bit ramp up time. It's very similar to the feral druid. A lot of people, when I say that, people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's nothing like the feral druid. In my opinion, it is. Now, you're not turning into cats and you're not doing bleeds, but overall, it's a class that has a lot of ramp up time. It does a lot of damage per second. It's going to be one of the big DPS pressure classes in Arena. Based off what I've seen thus far, a comp like Monk, Warlock, Druid is going to be sick. Like WLD, but with a Monk instead of a Warrior. I think that'll be very strong. I think Kitty Cleave with the Monk is going to be very strong as well, because it's I don't see the Monk. The Monk isn't like a big dick burst DPS class. Like, it's not a class where you're like, I'm popping all my cooldowns, going to do lots of bursts. Not at all. The only big cooldown we have is XUEN, Zune the Tiger. It's a 3-minute cooldown, and even that isn't really a burst cooldown. We whip out the Spectral Tiger that follows us around for 35 seconds, and it does pretty good damage, but it's not by no means burst. It's not like Avatar for warriors. We don't really have any big burst cooldowns, but we have a lot of sustained damage, so that's what I like. You have a lot of mobility and a lot of sustained damage, and that really reminds me of the Feral Druid. That's where I'm getting the Feral Druid from. So yeah, that's why a lot of people, they still like, Zybak, you don't hit for any numbers at all. Well, yeah, a lot of that's because I don't have much gear right now. I've got 3 pieces of gear as we speak. I can probably buy a 4th one, but yeah, only 3 pieces of gear right now, so I'm really under geared, and that's what I want to talk about. So the monks are coming into this expansion with a huge disadvantage right off the bat in comparison to everyone else. We had to level from 1 to 90. Everyone else just had to level from 85 to 90. That means everyone else is pretty much, even casual players are outgearing hardcore monks, because we had to do that huge level grind all the way up to 90. So we're coming into this thing already undergeared, and the thing about the PvP gear is it's really good. The PvP power and the PvP resilience are really good stats. Now what I mean by that is, once you get 1 or 2 pieces of gear, you really notice. I've got 4 pieces of gear, and it's a mile away from what I used to be at. My numbers, even with four pieces of gear, have just gone up dramatically. I'm hitting 40. I was hitting 40k maximum crits. Now I'm hitting like 60ks. So the gear is really good. The PvP gear is better than it's ever been. If you thought back in Wrath of the Lich King not having resilience was bad, holy fuck, it's a whole new thing in MoP. It's even better or worse depending on your look on it. So that's one huge disadvantage. Another big disadvantage, we have no professions. There's a stat boost right there we're missing out on. Most monks don't have max level professions right now. I know I don't. That's a big thing we're missing out on. And the big one, the class is brand new. We have no fucking idea what we're doing. I'm really bad about forgetting to use leg sweep. For some reason, it's a really good ability. I just forget to use it. I use it, I think, once or twice in this BG, and I just forget about it. That and Fists of Fury. For some reason, I always auto-cancel my Fists of Fury for no reason. I actually just use my leg sweep. Yeah, like, I think, no, I don't auto-cancel it right there, but it's a new class. People don't know what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I have more keybinds with this class than I've ever had with my Feral Druid, and it's a little bit awkward playing it. The class plays differently. It's not. It doesn't play like anything else. That's the best way I can describe it. It's not like a warrior. It's not like anything. The combat style is really different. But it's cool though. I enjoy it, but it's different and it's a little bit hard to get used to, especially with some of the skill shots, because skill shots are something completely new to WoW. We have something called Flying Serpent Kick, which is basically a charge that you have to aim and cancel yourself. So with this charge, you have to point your character in the direction you want to charge, and once you get to your target, you have to cancel it. And if you don't cancel it, you'll fly right by your target, and if you do cancel it too early, the thing won't go off, and you have to compensate for lag, and you have to lead your target. Like if some guy is riding at you on his mount at an angle, you need to charge in front of him, so by the time he gets to you, you can hit it. There's a few different things, but it's good. It's fun, but it's different. It takes some getting used to. We also have another skill shot with our Fire Blossom thing, a thing we actually shoot out of our hands, and we have to aim it at people. That one's a whole new ballpark. That one you really do have to lead people, because it's basically like trying to aim a really slow frostbolt at your target. And if you miss, you miss. Nothing happens. And that presents a whole new thing, because, like, say you want to Fire Blossom the Holy Paladin in the back. If the warrior walks in front of your Fire Blossom, it's going to hit him instead. So it's all, there's some new dynamics, but it's cool, but it takes some getting used to. And I'm still missing Fire Blossoms. I'm still whiffing Serpent Kicking past people, auto-canceling my Serpent Kick. That's one thing I'm really bad about. If you're a spammer like me, like, you know how you want to hit your 4 key, instead of just hitting 4 once, you hit 4 like 100 times in preparation for your global cooldown. If you do that with Serpent Kick, there's a good chance you're going to accidentally auto-cancel your Serpent Kick. Like, you're going to do a Serpent Kick and then instantly cancel it the second you do it. I'm really bad about that, but main thing, it just takes some getting used to. So I wouldn't sign off on the Windwalker monk just yet, but that's just my opinion. I know they're going to be doing some tweaks, and the Windwalker may be a little bit overpowered or underpowered when the arena season actually starts and people get a grasp on what's going on. But right now, I like the design of the class, and I think it's pretty cool. I like that it's different.